Okay, so everybody's been asking me to do review on my palettes, and actually one person asked me to do a review on my 168 palette, and I just figured I'll just do a review on all of them, and all of them are from eBay, and these are 100% my opinions, not being paid to say whatever. It's all what I think. Okay, so I'm going to start off with my smallest palettes, which are my 88 shimmer palettes, and I have a neutral one and then I have a color one. This is my color one, so just open it up. And what actually happened was my nephew got into it, and you can see it's just a mess right now. I have to clean it up, but this is it. It's 88 colors. It's all shimmer, and these colors are really pigmented, and I'll show you a couple swatches. We'll take some of this purple. Like, it shows up like really good, and everything a blue. It has more like a purpley undertone. Let's go to a brown. Like, I love this palette. Like, I almost use this palette every single day. Like, it's so amazing, and it actually comes with a little mirror. The mirror's all messed up, but so this is it, and you see the color. Oh, I mixed that one, but the colors are super pigmented, and even when you put them like on your eyelid, I usually always put a primer down on my eyelid before, but even with these eyeshadows, you kind of don't have to. Like, they stay pretty good, and they blend pretty well. They're not just like a color that just sticks in one spot. You see that? So I love this palette, but it's awesome. Like, this yellow here, let me try and get this off real quick. Okay, this yellow you see right here, like, it comes out yellow. I don't know if you can tell by the light, but it comes out that yellow. Like, you see it in the little pan, and it comes out that color. Like, some eyeshadows you try and get it to that color and it doesn't come out, but these ones actually come out the color. So, and this on eBay, I think this was like, I want to say $10. So it's really cheap, and it works super good. So there's that one, shimmer, and it is completely shimmer. Like, it's not just like a cheap shimmer, it's shimmer. Like, my camera's so big. You see how it shines? It's like amazing. Like, it's not even, oh look, wiping on my pants, and it's just complete shimmer, like, you know? So love this palette. I highly recommend that you get one. So sorry, just clean this off. So now to my neutral palette. I haven't used this one. I actually just got it in the mail like 2 days ago, so it's completely new. I haven't gotten a chance to use it yet. It comes with a little plastic sleeve. This one also has a mirror. Okay. I haven't been able to wear these, but these colors look so pretty. Like, oh, this is the neutral palette. This is also $10, so, let's see. It's just like, see, look, completely shimmer. It, you know, I'm trying to get the colors off my hand, but again, it's the color that is in the pan, you know, like, and these are shimmer, and they're actually really pigmented. Like, it comes out, and I might do a tutorial with this, I don't know, but the colors are super pigmented, and the shipping, it was in bubble wrap, and it was just, one of them came, and it was like, the eyeshadows were just cracked, and it was coming out, but this was actually really good. I really love this palette. Like, I haven't been able to use it yet, but I have a feeling I'm going to be using this palette like every day. So, here's some of the colors. My camera's not really picking it up too well, but it's all neutral colors. It has some blues and some greens, but I don't know how neutral blue is, but so that's it. It's a really amazing palette. I love it. Can't wait to use it. So there's that one. That one I showed you has in here too. So that's the 88 Shimmer Neutral palette, and it has all neutral colors. It's like super clean right now. I love it. But so there's that one. Now I'm gonna get to my 120 palettes. This one is actually super old. I've had it for over a year now, and this has just broke off, and it's just all a mess. And this was actually dropped a couple times, and you can see some of the eyeshadows cracked out, and you know, some of them got scratched, like that one, and that one got cracked out because it fell. But this is a 120 color palette, and let me see. It comes with two things. Okay, so this palette is by Manly, and Manly makes a bunch of palettes. It's not really a popular brand, but I love it. Like, all their eyeshadows are super pigmented and everything. So let me just show you how pigmented these are. Like, it is so pigmented. Like, it comes out like that on your eye. Like, it's just amazing. Like, that's a really pretty gold color. This green, you see, like, this camera isn't really picking up how, there it is. It's really pigmented. Here's some of the red. It's coming up pink on here, but it's red. Like, the only thing that I have to say about this palette that I don't like, really, is it came with some whites, and here's one right here, and the whites aren't really pigmented. Like, when you try and blend it out, it just, like, disappears. You need to use a lot of white in order for it to actually come out. So, and these palettes break really easily if they're dropped. So I don't know if that's the way that they were packaged, or if that's just because I dropped them so hard. But here's one that dropped. When it dropped, it was a black, and it's super pigmented black, and it just popped out of it. And they have matte eyeshadows, like that one's a matte shimmer. It's just a mixture of matte and shimmer, and I completely love them. Like, this was the only palette that I used to use when I first got it. Super pigmented. And the black, like, I didn't know how pigmented the black was until I was doing my makeup, and I was gonna, like, use some black in it just to darken it up and use some depth, and it completely, like, covered my eye. I didn't think that you needed so little of it, but it's crazy. And the yellows, I think the yellow is one that isn't really pigmented. You see, it's pretty pigmented. Like, if you want to be one to pack on your makeup, then the yellow and the white would be okay for you. But I like to use as little as possible, and some of these you really don't need much. Like this one, it's pretty pigmented, but when you try and blend it out, it just disappears. That's why there's so little in here, but I use that color a lot. So yeah, and it comes with like a little ribbon thing. You can pull it up and it just, ta-da! So those are the two palettes that comes in it. This is the 120 palette by Manly, and mine's pretty broken, so, but, and that's what the cover looks like. It's really faded because it's so old, and it's like got some eyeshadow on here, but And I just got this one with my neutral palette. So this is the 120 neutral palette. Let me show you. I haven't broken this one yet. And these are totally amazing. Like I said, with the shimmer palette, I haven't been able to use this one either. And this one has a mixture of shimmer and matte colors. And let's see, pretty pigmented, you know. And I really love this color. I had already done a swatch of it earlier, like before I started the video, and it was just amazing. Like Manly, I don't think this is a Manly palette. It doesn't say Manly on the front like my other ones do, but it's like the same packaging and same everything. So that's the neutral one. I'll be doing a lot of tutorials with these palettes. That's all I use. Like I have this whole this whole thing is filled with shadows. Like I can't really see. Like this whole thing is filled with shadows, and I don't even use these eyeshadows. Like, and some of these are like I have MAC pigments in here. I don't know if you can see that. MAC, but and I have the Migabella ones. I have a bunch, and I don't even use them because I have these palettes. Like, these palettes are a lifesaver. So, there's that one. I would do a bunch of swatches, but all of them are pretty pigmented. They come out the color on the palette. So, let's see. Now, my 168 palette, my brother had come over and he accidentally dropped it, so it's a little messed up. So here's the 168 palette, and the only thing I don't like about this one is it has like smaller size eyeshadows, but like I said, with all the other palettes, they are super pigmented. Like, it's amazing. And this one has bright colors. Like, this one is all gone. Like, it wasn't because it was dropped, it was because I used it all. Like, that one was because it was dropped. That one dropped. That one. Like, so many eyeshadows broke when he dropped it. Like, he didn't mean to, but and he made it up to me by buying me the 180 palette, which I'll show you after this one. So let me just show you some swatches. Green, the hot pink, I'll show you some purple, a yellow, like the browns. This is like a silvery brown. Like, they're so pigmented, and like some of them are shimmer, some of them are matte, some of them are matte, but it's just mixed. Like, they're so amazing. Like, these palettes, probably when I stop school or when I'm done with school, I'll probably just use these palettes for whatever, or for you know, weddings, quinces, whatever. But amazing. So now here is the one that my brother bought me because he broke that one. It was kind of sticky on top. Manly, of course, Manly makes all these palettes. I'm pretty sure they make the other ones, it just didn't show up on there. So this is what it looks like when you open it up, and it has a mirror on the inside too. And what the magic is about this palette is they slide open, and there's a middle palette. I haven't dropped this one yet, and let's hope it stays that way, but they open up on the insides, and it just, so it's the 180 Manly palette. And again, they have shimmer and they have matte ones. This whole middle one is shimmer. Some of those are matte. You can tell, like, this one's matte, and some of these ones are shimmer and matte. But Manly just makes like amazing, super pigmented eyeshadows. Like, I love it. This one's like the more neutral on the inside. But it's amazing. So that's my review on the palettes. I highly, highly, highly recommend them. You can get them on eBay. I don't think Manly has a site, but they have them on eBay, and they're just lifesavers. Like, if you love to do colors, or if you're like a makeup artist that does a bunch of different, events and stuff, it's just good to have with you. Like, I use my Manly palettes on a daily basis. So, I always do people's makeup. I always bring these palettes. Like, I don't know. But, amazing, amazing, amazing. I completely recommend them. They are all super pigmented, like I keep saying. And, yeah. This one I think was $34, but is completely worth it. Like, it lasts a long time because you don't need too much of the eyeshadow. So, I recommend it. Don't forget it. Manly Cosmetics, 120, 168, and 180 palettes. And the shimmer palettes, the two small ones, I don't know if it's Manly, but you can just type in shimmer palettes and they'll come up. And they're cheap and they last a long time. So I completely recommend them. So I hope you liked this review and I hope it helped. And I'll be seeing y'all later. Bye, YouTube.